I'm Eric, and I'm at Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm, and this is Florida Natural Farming. I just got here, so I really like having this as a second house. It's like, how perfect. And it's incredible. I just did a quick walkthrough. I'm not going to say anything, but it's like, whoa. But what I did notice when I came in is this laurel oak branch broke right across the driveway. And this part was blocking the driveway. I just pulled it out. Thankfully it was it was all dead mostly, so it must have broke earlier. And then this part is here, so I have, my friend Frank is bringing his chainsaw by. Electric chainsaw, small handheld electric chainsaw. I think it's Ryobi, it's what I have. I put olive oil in it as per the oil, organic olive oil. Works good. I never have to use it. I brought it up to Citra because we have so many trees up there, and I figured I'd need it up there, but it's here where I need it. So I have to cut here and then drag this probably into there, or chop it up and move it around a little bit. But I don't have to mow anything. All these people that mow their lawns when they have big acres for hours and hours and hours, like hours a week. They're working, they're paying and working for free. No, they're paying the oil company for the gas, and they're buying the machinery. And of course I use the machinery here. I just use it on a small scale. And they have to pay for that. So the maintenance on that, on when you're mowing it for hours a week, is a lot more than if you just mow periodically. So we had a bad hailstorm the last time I was, the day before I got here last time. I haven't been here in weeks. We had to put up some fences to keep our little darling miniature zebus up in Citra. So that's what we've been doing. And I finally got back down here just now. But when I was here last time, we had a horrible hailstorm that shredded all these heliconias, like shredded them. I tried to start cutting them off, but so they're starting to come back. Everything looks good. Oh, you can see the holes in the leaves from the hail. This is how big the hail was. It like shredded everything, knocked a lot of the small mangoes off, but probably at least 50% of the big fruit that was on it. This is marks from the hail marks. These were protected. They were underneath the tree a little bit more, but knocked a lot of the fruit off. But this flora gone because of the banana was above it, which got trashed. But these are new leaves, but the old leaves got shredded. Still has a lot of mangoes where it was protected, and I see the squirrels or rats are getting something there. Probably rats. So I'm gonna pick these. They're ready, obviously. They're all gone on the other side. Maybe not. I'm sure they are. People pick them. I just didn't see these. From the other side of the fence. It's happened from there before. But I'm not here. This is our second home. So my partner has zero interest in picking the fruit. Here's the hail marks. It was kind of sad. It damaged a lot of the Garcinia Livingstonii MB fruit because it's a thin fruit, fruited Garcinia. Most of them are like thicker, have a thicker rind like a citrus. Not like it was similar to a citrus, but not like it. Similar. You know, it's thicker, so you don't eat it, and it's tart, and you peel it like an orange, or you crack it with your teeth, and you just pull it apart like an egg. So it's like a thicker than like an eggshell, basically. And my electric car did great. Free gas for 2 years, or free electrics. So it doesn't cost me anything to come down here. Oh. But anyway, it got trashed, and I didn't mow last time, so I haven't mowed the yard in 4 weeks. I guess there was a severe drought. This is all from the hail, the leaves. My neighbor that lives on that side of me, contacted me for the first time. I guess she got my email, my information from this YouTube channel. And she goes, I don't know if you know this, but there was a bad hailstorm. It knocked off all my mangoes, her mangoes. And I'm like, yes, I was there the day after it hit. It took me a while to figure it out. And these are the Garcinia, and some of them got hit. This is from the hail. Knocked a lot of the leaves off, but the Garcinias are pretty tough, so they're hanging in there. This is the Garcinia. There's a lot on there. We just always have fruit. This is the black sapote. It was a horrible drought, and we have four or five different types of star apples. Not star fruit, star apples. They're delicious, but we have Alva, which is considered like the best star apple there is, seed grown. And we had a bad drought, and I was worried about this tree, but it seems fine. A dead leaf is from the hail. And this one dropped a lot of leaves. This is the Juicy Pearl. This isn't the one you can buy online. This is the one from Oz. Mike Trenery talks about. Yep. Here's a star apple. Got some holes in the leaves, but the drought seems to not affect anything anymore. That got a lot. That's a star apple. Jocko Beach. This is the giant purple one. This is a giant purple, Frog Valley Farm giant purple. Seed grown tree. That's what it's going to be. Its own species, or not species, its own variety. So all this damage, this weird damage on the citrus, that's not greening, that's from the hail. So there's even holes in the leaves. That's all hail damage. It seems fine. That's a little seedling of a cutie. This is a cutting of a blood orange I did in pure zebu manure. And it got beat up too. This is new foliage, but this is the damage from these marks. They're like tears. In fact, this one has a hole in the bottom from when the hail hit it and knocked it down. Looked like the quinmuck's starting to bloom. It doesn't look like there's been a drought. People have complained about the dryness, but we are ready. Look at the damage on the costas, the leaves. They just got trashed from the hail. So I haven't mowed this, and so people up by me mow 30 acres every week, like a lawn. It takes about 36 hours. No. It's like 11 hours a day for 3 days, 33 hours, 30 hours, let's say 30 hours a week. And there's not an animal on it or anything. We can't be doing it for hay because you don't do that. And it's just a lawn. I just can't believe they do that. So here, I haven't mowed in I don't know. It's been weeks. Or not, yeah, it's been like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, probably. It's got to been like a month. This I never mow. A lot of people that don't know anything want to come in here and thin out all the stuff, but the stuff is the thing. So it just, when I hear that from a prospective buyer, I've like, oh, a colonized plant person, she knows what she's doing. Don't look at what's been presented. It's bizarre. So here's a Garcinia dulcis. This is a hole from in a Garcinia leaf from the hail. So look at I was very worried about the durian trees after they had the hail incident, and no rain since then. It's been like 2 weeks. And had damage from the hail, that's what this is. But they look good. All these brown spots, that's from the hail. All those marks, that's not from drought stress. Here's a leaf that didn't get hit because it was more protected, so you could see it has 0 brown spots on it. The smaller the leaf, the less likely they are to get hit. Like this one doesn't have any brown spots on it. So look at this Garcinia freaking intermedia. Hello. I have seeds for sale. They're $2 each. I think that's a deal. I sell them in the fruit form, so they come as fruit. They're certified through my videos. They're naturally farmed, so whatever that does to you. I eat them and they really are amazing, and you can sell them for more than that. And there's a lot of them, and they're freaking good. This is the intermedia. You do not eat the skin on it. Garcinia intermedia, lemon drop mangosteen. I just tried to eat. I already squished it. It's really good. And it has 2 freaking seeds in it. I sell the seeds for $2. That's not guaranteed though. I tend to think that the Garcinias that have 2 seeds are on the trees that have less pollination, but I don't know that for a fact. It's just a theory of mine. So the Garcinia intermedia, or the Garcinia Livingstonii that has a lot of double-seeded fruit, is the one that is grown without male Garcinia pollination. Because some of them are polyembryonic, meaning they're not polyembryonic. What am I saying? Some of them are, here we go. It's hot out of here. My head's got a hat on it. Oh, which makes me even more brain dead. It's, they're self-fertile. So they're, they don't need a male and they don't need a female. They're a female that produces, so you don't need a male to get fruit from them. Some of them are like that. They're either that way or they're not. And the ones that are not are Garcinia Livingstonii that I know of, and the Asian Garcinias. You know, like Umbromiana. But stuff that's from South America and Garcinias from South America, like Achachiro and lemon drop mangosteens, intermedia, Braziliensis, and what's the last one? Gardneriana. Garcinia gardneriana. So this is not Garcinia gardneriana, but it's a cross of it. It's a sweet version of that, and it only produces 1 crop a year. It's from the Americas, and this I think is a hybrid. It has different types of leaves on it. So it has leaves that look like a Achachiro, and then it has other leaves that look round or more like a intermedia. But they come in a size similar to Gardneriana or bigger sometimes, but there's a lot of fruit on here and it's been a drought, and when you get more rain you get plumper fruit. I don't know if it's sweeter. I think it's sweeter when you don't, but they're good size. They're nice. They're bigger. They're much better than the other lemon drops. This is our own variety. Like an egg. I try not to see the fruit. I didn't squish it with my mouth. These are delicious. They're sweet. And they have bioactive compounds in their bioactive water that they're made up of that are stop cancer and are antioxidants. Strong medicine. Healthy medicine. I drink tea from all these things. They're amazing. Tea houses are really in LA. I'm surprised that nobody from LA has bought this. That's crazy. It shouldn't even be listed for as cheap as it is. I feel like, oh my God. This is all sweet. And there's 3 seeds in it. Boy, is that good. That's like the best lemon drop ever. So the mulberries are looking good. Frank was surprised that the world's best. This one produces year-round, pretty much. Just smaller crops, but it's getting ready to produce more fruit. It just doesn't stop. It had fruit on it ripe fruit when I was here last time. So it just keeps going and going and going, and I like that in a tree. So I got it started up at Citra. There's Cherry of the Rio Grandes here. I love these. They're kind of small because of the drought, but that's what happens when it's dry, because they should be like 4 times this size. But could you imagine if this was your second house and you had it all in lawn like they do? So when you come here, you have to mow the fucking thing. I'm sorry. That's just crazy. My friend Frank was telling me that the neighbors, I didn't know what that was. The neighbors, probably a snake. One of his neighbors, because he has 3 ranches or farms, and one of his ranches, the neighbor bought a 10-acre parcel across the street, I think, and said they were into nature. And then they come in and somebody, I'm positive that didn't live here, cleared it all out, and it was all trees and beautiful. It had been screwed over once before, but it was nice again. Big trees on it, and just left a couple trees. That is just wrong for Florida. I'm just shocked that it's even allowed. And then they burnt the whole thing during the drought. Doesn't surprise me because the neighbor over here, not the lady that just talked to me or texted me, but the people that bought it owned it 2 times. There's been 2 buyers on that property since. She's the second one since the guy that clear cut the area back there. And then, he did it on every week. He'd cut down more trees, and then he'd get a big pile and he'd burn them. And then he got to where because I told him it bothered me. And so he got to he would wait for the wind to blow this way. And then he would light it, or a holiday like Easter or something. Just wrong. And it's like right next door. It's just why? Because I told him I wanted those logs to put over here. It's bizarre. So this tree is, I just can't get over it. This one's even better, but it's not ripe yet, but it's this is my favorite Garcinia we've fruited, and we've fruited 8 different species. Well, 1 hybrid and 7 species. Garcinia Hambromiana, and the fruit's looking good. And now that it looks like it's going to start raining again, all these brown, that's all from the hail. Look at that, screwed up. All this brown stuff is from the hail. These trees are invincible, and it seems like because of the leaves are so thick and the fruit hangs on the bottom of the tree, that the fruit gets protected. But that's a mark from the hail, and that's a mark from the hail. But they seem to be okay. It has a long fruiting period like all Garcinias, except for that hybrid Garcinia lemon drop that only fruits once a year. Okay, I thought we were gonna have black sapote. I've seen some, but I'm thinking I don't see any on this. But the hail did knock a lot off, so it's stressed out. So look at this thing. This is Gardneriana. So seeds, I have seeds for sale and fruit. I can't send the fruit to California and some other place, but you know who you are. I'd rather you came by here and picked it up, but that doesn't happen. And you could come by Citra and pick it up, because I could just put it in the refrigerator. That way you don't have to pay for shipping. And these are $2 each. All of them are the same price, $2, except for the Madruno, but all the lemon drops. I think that's reasonable. For fresh, they all come up for me, so I don't know what you do, but I've seen some fucked up growing systems that people grow their fruit trees in. Especially, you know, I'm not gonna say, but it's just like, yeah, you got a plant in a plastic pot, good for you. Let's look at what you're doing to everyone else because of your modality on how you grow. Growing in plastic pots is a modality. So this is Garcinia. I'm gonna eat this one. I want to do a taste test. They're good. So this one you can eat the skin on, I think. Yeah. Look at that. Garcinia Gardneriana. So I had those people that buy up your rights to your YouTube content. They wanted to buy my content, the second rights, not on YouTube, but all the rights afterwards, and then they own all of it. So it's like for AI purposes, and it was some measly amount, and it's like, excuse me, yeah, I'm gonna sell you all my content that has not been edited, so it's worth more. Imagine that. No, I could have AI write my own books or help me write my own book just for my content. I know it. I know my worth. There's no way I would do that, but it was nice. This is Brasiliensis. So I think that tree over there is a cross with this one and this one. Brasiliensis has got the most complex flavor. I like it. I like them all. This is a blue lily pilly that used to not be able to withstand drought. It even got hit by some hail. So I guess having smaller leafed plants would be better for, of course, it's got a little bit of protection here, but see, this is all from the hail. Oh, my poor little trees. Hello, my darlings. Perfect hole in the leaves. This ginger, supposedly you can't grow ginger in Florida without watering it, but I've never watered any ginger ever, and we have a lot. I planted all of it. Yeah, it looks a little rough, but we've been in a drought. It's coming out of it. Got hit by the hail, so it shredded all the leaves. See, all the leaves are shredded. Oh my God. Look at Garcinia madruno. So Alex, I do have Garcinia madruno fruit. This is all spoken for. A lot of the fruit got damaged. I tried to pass it out to people for seeds. I planted a lot of it, but look at the leaves got trashed. The holes in them, but the tree seems fine. And this tree produces fruit year round, and some people sell these for a lot of money. But I'm selling them for like $7. And then, you know, I take some because I want some for myself. I think I planted about 130 seeds of this up there in Citra. That's good. It used to be super tart and dry. So that thing produces seeds year round. I've been planting them around here for years. And passing a lot of them off to other people when they come by. But most of them that got planted here, and I don't mark anything, so they're all distributed throughout the farm, especially in the front 5 acres. But I have planted a lot in the back 5 acres too. So I have one more Garcinia we need to look at. The Garcinia Livingstonia, baby. I didn't even look at the cacao or anything. The cassava got tore up. I couldn't even see it but I see it's all come back since the storm. But my last video here, just like a week ago, it was all, there wasn't any leaves. Like, where's my cassava? Like, it's everywhere. Love it. This ackee looks good. The leaves got trashed, but it looks fine. I'm curious to see the cashew because we're going to go up by one of the cashews. We could make a quick stop at the last. The achachiros look good. The citrus, we got the pomelo. I need to check. There's so many things I have to check. That's why, you know, it's like, that's why this place is too cheap. I mean, it's like, there's no freaking way that we're going to drop 1 cent off the price. Sorry. Ain't happening. And if anything, it will come off the market and then we will revisit it. But that could be a year or 2 from now. Because we've gotten used to driving down here and doing it, and it's actually super exciting to come down here and stay because it's super nice in the house and outside. Look at this Garcinia Dolces. Oh my God, she's gorgeous. The cacao looked totally fine. Look at them. Yeah, plus it's a cacao farm, naturally farmed cacao. It's ridiculous that some idiot that would just want the cheapest place they can get couldn't see the value in the trees that are growing here naturally. It's bizarre. I need lawn. Bullshit. So, sorry. This is a sugarloaf mango, seed grown sugarloaf, and it got hit by hail. You could see the dent in this right here, right here. I see the creatures are starting to scratch that one. I'm going to pick these. This is the first year this seed-grown sugarloaf fruited. But see, the leaves got all tore up. It knocked some of the fruit off. I mean, I would love to have more fruit, but I'm happy with this because sugarloaf is a stingy fruiter at the beginning. And this is its first fruiting, and it's 5 times the size of the grafted trees. Or more, 10 times this, 5 times the size. could have been tip pruned, but it's still good. I like it. I'm happy with it. Very happy. I never tip pruned it. I just wanted to see what it did. So these have fruit on them, and what I noticed, they don't mature. They hang on to the fruit, but they don't swell up until rains come. And I can see fruit on this. Here, let's see if I can get it. Yeah. Where is it? Little fruit. Fruit, where are you? Okay. There. Is that little pink fruit? Yes, it has to be. Anyway. There's fruit on there. I can't see it. I'm getting hot. This Knuckly latifolia looks great. It's getting huge. I see it's growing all the way over here, so it'll be in the sun soon. It's going to be a big mat of yellow jackets came after me. They're not like California yellow jackets. They're really friendly. They don't really bother you. So here's a big achachiro tree. It's 10 feet. And it's going to fruit next year, guaranteed. This one's soon, but not next year. But that one is definitely going to fruit next year. It's big. So the cashews got all beat up and fruit, flowers broken off and leaves damaged, but it looks like it hung on to a couple of flowers, and maybe it's going to flower some more here. Probably is, because it usually starts flowering when it rains, so that's what it's doing now. I see new. It's going to flower some more, but most of the flowers got broken. Here, this is the leaves. These are new leaves. Put out a lot of new leaves. So yeah, it's definitely going to flower again. Can't believe it put out all these leaves during the, look at this. That's all from the hail, of course. Yep. Let me get over to the Garcinia livingstonia because I need to get some water. So I was talking about something and I forgot. Got brain dead. What was that? Oh, look at the MB. Somebody just texted me and so half the fruit got knocked off this tree. But look at this tree. Half the fruit got knocked. I did a video. If you don't believe me, check the video my last video. From here. But you'll probably be able to see damaged fruit on here still. But look at they're doing its thing. So this one gets pollinated. Look at this tree. So I have MB fruit, limited amount. I have to charge $5 each because we had such harsh conditions this year. If we get another crop, because we have gotten 2 crops a year off this tree, big crops. This is from the hail. You could see it. Hail. So I can't really sell that. Just the seeds. Yeah, there's not a lot of fruit. Very limited supply, and I want a lot of the seeds, so it's oh, there's a lot over here though. This tree always produces. This tree has produced in 1 year $2,300 for us. But look at all the damage on the fruit, so you can't sell those. They're probably not ripening right. This little one's ripening early because it got trashed. I thought I plucked all these off when I was here last. But yeah, I don't even know if we have any to sell. Minute amounts for sale, $4 each. I didn't check the other 2 trees, but yeah, that's depressing. It continuously flowers, but it won't set fruit once it gets hot. And it's so pretty. I don't even see doubles. I see maybe one double. Yeah, it was very lackluster. But I still love you. You're one of my favorite fruit trees on the farm. Let me taste one. I'm gonna make sure it's real dark, like this. That's how you want them. Otherwise, they can be tart. If they have a little wax in them, or like a, what is this stuff? Sap. But but if they're perfectly ripe, which this one seems to be, it's got a little tart, so it's not quite ripe. So probably another week or a couple more days would have been perfect. And you can wait on these until they get a little wrinkly, and then they have a alcohol component to them. Alcohol taste. They've started fermenting. Quite delicious. Definitely eat them skin and all. I might sell some seeds, but it's going to be $6 a seed. Very small amount. That's what happens. We need the fruit for our other fruit farm, because they did grow up there in the winter. So I love these, and they're kind of expensive, and they're like the Asian fruit. So look at all the native butterflies. The Asian Garcinia fruit that if they have to be a self-producing, self-fertile, so no male is needed. So just get the one that isn't a male, and then you get a lot of fruit. Or you can get a lot of fruit with a male, because this is a male tree right here, but this one's very sweet. I think the other one got hit is why it was orange. Yeah, I could see the mark on it right there. That's why it was a little tart. So it ripened prematurely. That's what happens with the fruit that develops in the summer. It doesn't get very big, like marble size max, and it just starts turning orange. And then you think, oh, I'm gonna have some sweet little fruit. But no, it's because it's ripened prematurely because of the hail or because of the heat. Then it just is sour after it changes color. They're interesting fruit. I love them. Very good. Anyway, I guess I can do a video on the mangoes and a video on the cashews, hopefully, and the koimak. I'll be here for a while. Glad to be here. I don't have orange all over my face. I'm Eric, and I'm at Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm in Vero Beach, and this is Florida Natural Farming. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. I always enjoy hearing from you. Thanks so much.